Hello, my name is Bowen Len. My student ID is 9752595. I am a student in Diploma of Building and Construction. This video is for the unit Apply Structural Principles to Construction of Buildings up to 3 stories. Assessment 3. Today's date is 20th of March 2026. Alright everyone, this video presents a substructural construction process for project BP 294612, located at 15 High Street, South Morang, Victoria. Before starting the construction stages, let's take a look at the project documentation. This project includes a full set of documents such as engineering drawings, architectural drawings, LPOD plans, plan of subdivision, property information, soil report, and the Yarra Valley Water Service drawings. These documents provide all the necessary information for construction, including site conditions, structural requirements, service layout, and the legal boundaries. Upon this video, I will mainly focus on the 3 key documents, which are the architectural drawings, the structural engineering drawings, and the solar report, as they are directly related to the footing construction as our topic. Now, let's talk about the prep start coordination. All stages of the work are coordinated and checked against the NCC 2022 and Australia Standard 2870 to make sure the structure is stable and fully compliant. Before starting on site, I have already consulted with the structural engineer and the site personnel to confirm the footing requirements and overall site conditions. As reading on the solar report, this site is classified as Class H2, which means it's reactive soil, so the footing design needs to be very carefully controlled. Also based on the site levels shown in the site plan, and after discussion with the engineer, it was confirmed that the retaining walls are required due to the slope across the site. As we can see the drawings now, the engineer has updated the retaining wall section details, and those are now incorporated into the construction process. Now let's talk about the next important part before the starting. It is about making sure all the OHS requirements and the site swims are in place. The only reason and purpose of doing this is to make sure the site is safe and ready for excavation. During this period, I went through all the swims with the team and checked that everyone is wearing the correct PPE, including safety boots, helmet, high vis, and other equipment. I also confirmed that all underground services have been identified and that proper exclusion zones are set up around the excavation area. At the same time, I checked that the ground conditions are stable and safe for excavation works to be proceed. So now, all the steps are complete, as they are essential to be ensured the work can be carried out safely and in compliance with OH requirements. After pre-start conditions checked, we are now moving on to stage 1, excavation. What is excavation? Excavation is the process of removing soil to create a space for the footing system and to reach the suitable foundation material. So, how it is carried out? If we can have a look on this picture, the excavation is carried out in accordance with the approved setout in the site plan. As shown on the site plan, this building footprint is positioned with a key offset such as approximately 9.5 meters to the rail boundary, 9.1 meters to the site boundary, and 5.7 meters to the porch area. The excavations must follow those set out dimensions to ensure the correct building position are in place. Then we look at the compliance check part. This project is checked against on the solar report, which specifies a required founding depth of approximately 675 mm. All those excavation works are inspected to ensure the stable natural materials are reached, no soft or loose soil remains. Excavation aligns with the drawings is the must. So all those key points we have followed and checked to make sure this project complies with the Australia Standard 2870 requirements. Now the site excavation is complete. Let's have a look on the site preparation. What is a site preparation? Site preparation is the process of preparing the excavator area to ensure it is suitable for footing construction. That's a simple way to explain it. So what is involved? This will involve verifying setup positions using survey markers, checking the trench, width, and alignment, removing the unsuitable material. If you're finding any unsuitable material on the ground, you need to remove it. Confirming the stable funding condition, which is if you find any softer area, that means this position is not good. We have to use something else alternatively to replace it to make sure the foundation is solid. At this stage, temporary structure elements such as the framework and the facework may be installed to support excavation and to maintain the footing's shape. Okay, there's one more thing need to be considered in this stage, which are the dam proofing and termite protections. As per the NCC Part H2, particularly H2P3, raising the dam, a dam-proof course must be installed to prevent moisture raising into the structure. Additionally, termite protection systems are required to accommodate with the Australian Standard 3660. What we have done in this part is we're sealing around all the pipeworks and then maintaining continuous protection lines around all the breaks and the slabs. For the compliance check of this stage, the prepared base must achieve the requirement bearing capacity of approximately 150 cubic as stated in the solar report. Now, all preparations works are checked to ensure the compliance with engineering requirements before proceeding. The third stage, laying the footings. What is laying of the footings? Laying of the footings is the process of constructing the structure base that transfers the building loads to the ground. So how do you carry out then? If we can have a look on this picture, before the concrete placement, the reinforcement is checked against the engineered joints. The concrete is then primed to the form strip footings that support load-bearing walls and transfer loads safely to the ground. Talking about a compliance check on this stage, I have checked firstly the footing dimensions and alignment. Secondly, I checked also the reinforcement placement. Then I checked the levels related to the finished floor level, such as the finished floor level is 102,780. So those all works are now is confirmed aligned with the approved joints and the structural requirements. So now all the stages are complete. The excavation preparation and the footing works are coordinated and checked against the site plan, solar report, engineer drawings, and NCC requirements with the Australian Standard 2870. So, based on those above inspections, the footing system is constructed within the acceptable tolerance and it complies with all the relevant standards, ensuring the structure integrities and the readiness for the next stage of construction. Alright, this is the end of the video. My name is Bowen Lan. Thank you very much for watching.